I hope it's pretty obvious at this point, but combat is pretty damn important to any game of Magic the Gathering. There are so many strategies out there in Magic that rely on the board itself, pre-combat, post-combat, during combat, whether it be an aggro deck or a control deck. At some point, you got to take your cards and turn them sideways to hit your opponent's face. Now, when it comes to stopping that, obviously Magic has a lot of inbuilt mechanisms to do so. There's so many ways to interact with your opponent's creatures or their combat. Firstly, we have removal spells, cards like Fatal Push that interact with the creatures that destroy them, so they can't deal any damage to you. Or you have something a little bit more proactive, reactive in counter spells, preventing them from hitting the battlefield in the first place, potentially allowing you to stop an ETB effect. So obviously, proactive, more reactive, whatever it might be, those are the primary options. But I think one of the best options that Mill has is something as simple as Ensnaring Bridge. And I think many of you are already kind of aware of this, but I think I have another game that really showcases why Ensnaring Bridge is probably one of the single best artifacts and just game interaction pieces that Mill can play. And I hope that you get enjoyment out of making my opponent's head just lose all its hair and just reach insanity. Enjoy. Grinding leagues. We are on the play. I mean, I guess this is cool. This is fine. I'll keep this. It's a very reactive hand. It's one that not a lot of Mill players, I think, are used to. Very, very, very reactive. But it's nice to at least have the Spell Pierce. And what's nice about the modern metagame is there will come a point where this is likely useful. Maybe we come up against a turn 1 Vial deck. Maybe we come up against Amulet and we Spell Pierce their first Vial. That would be a win. That would be a great win. Let's see what we can or can't do with this. Heck, maybe we're playing against Hammer and we hit their Sigarda's Aid. Turn 1 Spell Pierce. No. Okay. We're about to get smackarooned right now. We are about to get smackarooned. I don't want to Spell Pierce that. Trust me, I don't want to Spell Pierce Mishra's Baubles. That's not the game I want to get into. That is not the game I want to get into. Okay. All right, we're gonna get hit. We're gonna do stuff and things. They're gonna hit us with the Ragavan. We are like getting hit by Ragavan just feels like a loss. Just feels like a loss. It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. But this is a matchup where the Spell Pierce is actually really nice, I'll say. So, okay, you hit me with it. Exile the Field of Ruin, which is nice. I don't really want that. Okay, so I will redraw. I'll give you some cards. Give you some cards for your Murktide. Okay, all right. Now that is a pretty nice eventuality. I will say that is a pretty sweet eventuality. I think I'll play the Polluted Delta. I don't know if I necessarily want to be disrupting the lands. I don't really care. Especially with the Ragavan out, they can really do whatever they want in terms of finding colors. Next turn, I'm imagining what they do here at this point. Interesting. Okay, so they're gonna play that. Yeah, so I imagine what they might do here is play 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so they have enough for the Murktide. So I imagine they play Murktide, hold up Spell Pierce type of thing. Okay, this is what I'll do. I'll make it look like I'm doing something. Make it look like I'll do something. So I'll Fractured Sanity to cycle. Right. Get more cards in their yard. Draw land. Okay. All right. I got nothing. Would have been nice to draw Fatal Push or something, but okay. Exile to Flooded Strand. Nice. Okay, so that Murktide is coming down. I'm hoping it's not double Spell Pierce. Hoping it's counter spell. All right, so this is where that Ensnaring Bridge could turn the tide of the game here, depending on what they have. Okay. depending on what they have in terms of the interaction piece. So I'm going to keep the Otawara. I'm going to play Field of Ruin. I'm going to tap these 3. Play the Ensnaring Bridge. Please be Counterspell. Or just like 1 Spell Pierce. Okay. I like that. So the Murktide is not attacking me anymore. And then... Bro. Okay. So the problem is now, like, they have like a lot of mana, right? I don't have a way to empty out my hand. I think they kind of understand that I have like really reactionary spells in my hand, so they don't really want to make me use my spells. I don't know what's the best way to do this. So I don't want to bounce the Brazen Bar, right? Like I could like Otawara here. They'll draw. Could Otawara. If they draw their Otawara, that's where things get real annoying. Could like bounce the Ragavan. I think what I'll do, Otawara's 4, right? So what I'll do is I'll play Field Rune. And I will bounce Ragavan on their combat step, or if they drew their Otawara, I can bounce their Murktide to save me a turn. And then I'll just play Ensnaring Bridge again. Okay. Yeah, mill me for 3. Mill me for 3. Mill me for 3. Rather painful prospect. Okay. They'll come in for combat. What I'll do is I'll target this. Bounce the Ragavan. They have a good opportunity to dash it in now. I think that's what's kind of scary, but I need to really stem the bleeding a little bit. I mean, next turn I kind of lose to it. I kind of lose anyway. Yeah, I really only have 1 turn to make this work. Yeah, I wonder if I'm supposed to... I mean, I'm happy to Spell Pierce this. Just, again, if they're going to play cards, I might as well play them too. And I think what I can do here, what's nice here... Okay, I think what's nice here, actually, so they're going to try and draw Bolt or something. But I can play Tasha's, Spell Pierce my own Tasha's, play Watery Grave, tap whatever card I draw. I have 1 card in hand, and then the Ensnaring Bridge is getting me there. Right? So that's a pretty solid plan now, too. So, yeah, so that's a pretty solid plan now, too, to get under card. Hand size, sorry. That's even... Wow. Okay, so can I do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I do have enough mana. I do have enough blue mana. I don't. And I don't want to shock, because that puts me in bolt range. Gotta be careful. That puts me in bolt range. So yeah, play this. Tapped. Oh, you know what? Okay, you know what the miss sequence here is? I don't actually need to use Spell Pierce. But I don't actually need to use Spell Pierce here. Yeah, I kind of did that the wrong way. Yeah, okay. I miss sequence. I was kind of one-tracked into one line of play. But I could have milled them for 3. I could have milled them for 3. I didn't need to do it that way. They have like a counter spell up. Yeah, 13 cards goes. Yeah, Murktide Regent. Okay. All right, so I'm at 1 card. Nothing attacks me. They could just have Bolt. They have 5 cards in hand. They go to 6 here. They didn't bolt me at end step there. They know I can't do anything too, right? So I just have a field to run up. They know I cannot do anything. If they have their Otawara, I'm screwed. But then Ensnaring Bridge hopefully can take me far. I actually should check if their Otawara is in their exile. No. Okay, so they're gonna mill me for a bit. I mean, they're gonna play this game too. That's completely fair. Yep. Play the same game that I'm gonna play. I'm gonna try and take out their red sources as much as I can. Oh, interesting. They don't actually have the types for it. Okay, yeah, well, that's fine. That's cards out of their hand. That's more information for me. I'm cool with that. Now the Spell Pierce is kind of gonna linger in my hand, which is the tough part. So now I'm actually going to... kill the yeah, kill the Ragavan. Just like, you know what, let's just start hitting their lands. Let's just start hitting their lands. Okay, so it doesn't look like they have basics anymore. They're still gonna have like 2 red sources here, so it's not much, it's something. It's fine. What I'll do is I'll hit the Ragavan. Because if they somehow like force me to draw a card, that's fine. Yeah, if they somehow force me to draw a card, then I kind of want to target that. Because they could play like, there is well, that card doesn't really draw. That's target player draws 2 discards too. Okay, mill 2. Yeah, that being 1 is not cute. That being 1 is not cute. Okay. This is what I got. So I'll play this. And with this. Maybe the Spell Pierce line was correct, truly. I don't know. Let's see if they play another spell, because what I can do is I can because they don't want to. Here's the thing though, they don't want to play a spell. They know they do not want to play a spell. What if they just have a bolt in hand? I can't do anything about that. That's fine. They're not going to play a spell here because that's going to grow it, right? And no blocks on that. I think they understand that too. Now I'm in bolt range. Now I'm kind of screwed. Now I'm kind of screwed. Second one. Okay. Can't play a spell pierce targeting anything. This sucks. I'm getting milled. They're milling me. I need to do something. I like desperately need to do something. Come on. I need to do something. Like, what if they... See, now I can't play Spell Pierce if they play a spell. Because then that's gonna... Damn it. This is such a... there definitely was a place somewhere in here that that would have made this a lot better. Like, if I had milled them for 3, they potentially couldn't have drawn this sequence of spells. They could have drawn another sequence of spells, to be fair. So there is always that consideration. You have 1 spell in your hand. I'm at 1. That's crazy. This is... Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is actually crazy. Give me a spell I can counter, please. Please give me a spell I can counter. No. I should have countered my... I truly should have countered my own Tashas. There's nothing I'm doing here. That's so unfortunate. Okay, all right. Next game, it's fine. It's only game 1. It's only game 1. They see the Ensnaring Bridge too, which is unfortunate, but yeah. Let's take these out. Let's bring in these. Bring in the Go for the Throw. Bring in Extirpates. Yeah, I do want these. Maybe like... I do want like... it's kind of weird, right? Like Ensnaring Bridge was counter spells, but I kind of do want to fight it, right? Ensnaring Bridge is what's kind of keeping me alive. So having those early game options is pretty sweet. I think Damnation instead of the double Extirpates is how I want to do this. And then I can just kind of protect it. I don't know. This is a toughie. I don't think it's Ashiok. If the threats, they have like 3 Ledger Shredders, potentially 4. You know why I don't like this? There's no turn 1 removal. Even turn 2. I don't like that. See, this is a little better. I have the drown. Just a little better. Yeah, I'll keep this. Drop Watery Grave. I'll run out the crab on one. That way they kill it. I can still like drown a 1-drop. Right? They play Ledger Shredder. I mean, they'll play enough spells where I can drown it as well. So it's not that deep. Come on, Toscanini. Give me an opportunity. Let me beat the Murktide Menace. Let me beat the Murktide Menace. Call it a comeback. Let's call it a comeback. I'm calling it now. Let's call it a comeback. All right. Not yet. No comeback as of yet. Yeah, definitely we need to do some marginal deck thinning right now. Just some very marginal deck thinning. And what's nice about the double archive trap is if they do fetch, gotta put enough cards in there where, you know, they play Murktide, I'm able to counter it. It's not that crazy. It's not that crazy. Sure. Okay. I'm happy to not deal with Damnation right now. Happy to not worry about that right now. So it looks like they kept a one-lander. Seems like it was pretty powerful. They probably have a good amount of threats. I'm gonna pass through. Would have been a very good turn there to play the Ensnaring Bridge, but let's see. Archive traps are gonna sting my hand a little bit. Ooh, no land either? Come on, I got the answers. I got the answers. Got all the Ragavans. I got all the answers. I don't even want to play that. But if I get to the point of having to hardcast these archive traps, I'm gonna have to hardcast these archive traps. I don't know what to tell you. All right, there it is. Steam vents off the top. Steam vents off the top. Not dashed in. Okay. Opportunity there. Double thing. Okay. Okay. I will take it. Like, at least it's out without counterspells. At least that is down without counterspells. I will take it. Because the more spells they cast, that Ragavan's going to grow. It's going to grow out of reach. Right? And obviously a Murktide Region could save that. I get hit for 3. I go to 16. They get a top card. Plus a mana. God, Ragavan. What a card. What a card. Not even DRC I'm worried about. It's not the Darcy I'm worried about. Yo, my Fractured Sanity. Don't you dare cast that against me. Nah, don't you dare do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Nah, don't. Come on. Don't do this. Don't do this. Come on. Pretend I have the Spell Pierce. Pretend I have the Spell Pierce. That's right. Chicken. That's right. That's right. That's right. Oh, Lord. Lordy Lord. Okay. Field of Ruin when? Field of Ruin when? Because I don't think my opponent's in a rush to fetch or find mana. Like, they're kind of at that sweet spot where Ragavan's swinging. They're developing their mana. They're not in a rush. They probably have Spell Pierce and or Fluster plus Counterspell. Probably. I wasn't even paying attention, but is this deck playing Archmage's Charm? Probably not. I don't like, especially with Ledger Shredders, I don't think this deck can afford to play Archmage's Charm anymore. Not enough slots. Yeah, they're definitely not fetching. I need to find a field. I need to find a field ASAP. Okay. Get a redraw in there. Yeah, baby. Surveil 1. Surveil 1. Murktide's gone. Oh yeah, baby. Gonna get a redraw in there. All right. All right. Come on. I might even just use his visions, honestly. Let's see what I find. Might just be in my best interest to do so. Do they counterspell it? See if I can't, like, I mean, next turn I'll play like an Archive Trap and start like emptying out my hand. But I have to take another turn of beatings before that. So they probably have some level of interaction for this, right? Gotta have something. I don't know if they'll counter it. I don't know if that's the play. Sun's beating into me a little bit. Turn this off. Yeah, okay, so Watery Grave comes in tapped. Call it a comeback, call it a comeback. Take this to 3 types, push it out of range. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, okay, so they got the artifact. Not even a... Damn. All right, one more type this out of range. And then I just have to work to keep the Rag event out. I mean, right now I'm blocking Rag. Blocking Rag all day. Unless they got Bolt or something. Yeah, I ain't got nothing for you. Make it happen. Snap Bolt. This is brutal. Snap Bolt. Come on. Come on. This is brutal. All right. Let's see if they make a mistake. Maybe they surveil. Yes. That's damage I'm not taking. That's damage I'm not taking. They bolted me, though. What is this? What do you mean not? I don't want it. Yeah, don't do that. I want to stack abilities automatically. All right, Unholy Heat it. At least this isn't hitting me, so. I'm not taking 5, I'm taking 4. 5 as in, like, if the DRC was 1, I'd be taking 5 here, but it is a small win. That is a small win. Go to 4. Take the top card in my library. It's a Spell Pierce. I'm happy. I'm happy for that. That is a card to take. I will take that. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Okay. Damn it. Okay. I mean, I kind of want to make them use up mana on their turn, so we can wait on our drown. Like, last thing I need is they play Snapcaster on their turn to counter another spell. I'm dead. Okay, before they draw, attempt. They could snap bolt me here, but trying to prevent the DRC from killing me, so, you know. Trying to prevent the DRC from killing me. What? What? Oh, you're trying to filter to find a counter spell. I mean, sure. Yeah, like, I'll pay the mana. Do I have enough? Yeah, I have enough. I can pay for 3. Pay for 3, yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Kill that. Thank you. Okay. Turns bought. Turns have been bought. That's cool with me. That's cool with me. It's not that deep. Relic of Progenitus in a Murktide deck. Interesting. Is that stock? Is that like a normal thing to bring in? Is the graveyard matchup that bad? Okay. Now we're finally kind of in a good spot. Like, if they want to interact with this or not, I'm 1 card in hand. Oh, all right. I feel like I'm stress-free. I'm letting out a big sigh of relief. I mean, the Otawara's gone. Otawara's gone, Brazen Borrow's gone. Come on. Big wins. Big wins. Big wins there. Potentially they have another Otawara, they have another Brazen Borrower. I would not be surprised if they had another Brazen Borrower. See what you got. See what you got. Sure. Okay, I'll get rid of the Flooded Strand. Okay. Kind of in a good spot. Like, even if we start like drawing spells here, like I can at least, if we start drawing spells here, I can at least like cast one. That was kind of my fear there. If I drew another spell there, I would still be at 2. So I was hoping for like Field of Ruin or something. Field of Ruin would, I guess, would be cool. I don't know. Like it would serve the purpose of like casting the Archive Trap, but also thinning out the deck a little bit. Just taking out a land that I don't need. Okay. Yep, DRC's a 3. I mean, DRC being a 3 is interesting in the sense that obviously Relic of Progenitus exiles both graveyard, it goes to 0. Okay, that's nice, at least. I can get rid of all the cards in my hand. Okay, and I'd rather make them do stuff on their turn. Yeah, so they're gonna Relic, put it under Bridge, then they're able to swing at me. Okay. Take out Visions. Okay. And I gotta stop set for kind of the beginning of combat. And just go to there. Beginning of combat. Hit this. Right? Because I see the Relic trick here. I see the Relic trick. Yeah, okay. 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 Archive Trap. Are you just gonna pop it, or? Anyway, I'm just gonna get this out of my hand, truly. Just gonna get this out of my hand. Sure. Counter it. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care too. Okay, so you got 3 cards in hand. It's gonna be very tough for me to get to. I'm open to keeping this. If I draw like a crab, I'm open to keeping it in my hand. I don't really have a purpose to playing it. Unless I start drawing consecutive lands, but let's see. What do you got for me, opponent? What do you got? This is very like kind of close. Like both of us are trying to, it's clear that they have an answer somewhere, right? It's clear that they have an answer somewhere. Yep. Get rid of the Ruin Crab, I guess. Right? Like, I didn't bring in Crypt. Yeah, I didn't bring in Crypt, so I'm not crypting myself. Okay. There you go. Just a little bit of patience goes a long way. Just a little bit of patience goes a long way. Do not want to pay for that. Hit you with that. Save targets. Always yield. Counterspell, Bauble, Ragavan. Okay. Alright. Not necessarily the cards I'm looking to get rid of, but will not complain in terms of milling over spells. What do you got for me? Bolt. Bolt me in the face? Yeah, they might just have like double bolt here. They have it. There's not much I'm doing, but Ensnaring Bridge really did the work here. Bridge really did the work here. This was the play here. Okay, Murktide. Okay. I have no cards in hand, so they don't have the win. They just kind of took me to 1. Okay, I mean, yeah, so I can't fetch now, so that's good on them. We'll play this, just mill them for cards. That's the best I can do, right? Getting out Expressive Iteration is nice. It's nice that allows them to dig a little deeper, but you know, eventually they're just gonna be able to draw it, I'm assuming, right? Like they're still in this game, so I'm not sure if there's another Brazen Borrower. I mean, they could just draw in a Lightning Bolt, to be fair. Like Bolt, I think 2 bolts are in here. Yeah, so they have 1 more Lightning Bolt to work with, I'm assuming anyway. The meta is a little bit more aggressive. I know there was a time when these decks were running like 3. Okay, I'm not particularly concerned about that. Again, I have my basic swamp. Damnation's gonna be dead in my hand, but I'm not like particularly concerned about that. Like 2 of my basics out. They have the bolt. Okay, so I'm gonna be able to play the crab. Okay, so now I know the Blood Moon is there. That's good, because there's a lot of times you play around Blood Moon, you never know if it's really going to come about, but that's good to know. So if I can force a game 3, that's good to know. My opponent's pushing it. I mean, they're trying to win, I give it to them, but if they go to a game 3, that's not a pretty clock to work with. Although they are kind of a temple deck. They really can't work with that time. It's not like they're kind of 4-color Omnath or anything like that, or like the Yorion builds of old. What do you got? Sure. Take out Fatal Push. Okay, nothing. Ensnaring Bridge really doing the work here. Give me turns. Just hoping variants can take me there. Let's see. Play a card. Play a land. Okay. Take out push. I'm not playing mission briefing, so you know. Not playing nothing fancy. Okay. Double crab. Get some mill in there. Get some mill in there. Okay. That's not good. Okay, so I got rid of the Abrade. Okay, so what's not cute about this? They have 4 cards and 2 looks. They have 4 cards, 2 looks. They have is the odds 50%? 50% chance that they draw an out? Because they're still playing this game. There's a 50% chance that they draw the out they're looking for. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Perfect. Let's just go to the next game. Okay. So Archive Traps were stuck in my hand for a while, and now that I know they have the Blood Moon, I don't know if I want to be playing that exactly. Maybe I just do go with the Ashioks because they're playing Snapcasters too, right? Maybe I just like don't let these sit in my hand, play Ashioks. I mean, with the Blood Moon, I'm hesitant to play this now. So I think I play maybe I'll play Soul Guide for the sake of cantripping. Like a low cost card instead of playing like a Tasha's that might get stuck in my hand. But I'm wondering if I like want the Spell Pierces here now. Truly, I'm wondering if I do it because like if I'm playing with Bridge, I'm wondering if I want the Flusters. I think I kind of have to because as you saw, Ensnaring Bridge was really the only reason I won that game, and I have to protect Ensnaring Bridge at all costs. Okay, yeah, so I'll keep this for sure. Allows me to turn 1 push anything, and then I can go like Crab, hold up Spell Pierce. Sure. Yeah, and kill this before they have a counterspell come up, really. So force them to play another threat. If they Ragavan me, that's pain. Like, you just dash in a Ragavan. It's so disheartening. Like, turn to, like, dash Ragavan. Do I want to feed cards? Probably not. So I'll just play the crab. I'll just play the crab. I don't know if I don't exactly have like a good answer to Murktide just yet, and I don't want to feed cards too early to the Murktide. I'm happy for that to get bolted. That's fine. That's fine. I'll hold up Spell Pierce for like a draw spell, or if they get me to the point of fighting over an Ashiok, then I will save Spell Pierce for that. But a bolt going at a crab is fine. Okay. What's scary here is, like, again, Blood Moon as well. Blood Moon is another thing that worries me. So I'm gonna get out of Field of Ruin now. Oh, that's actually pretty sweet. Okay, so I can afford to Field of Ruin for my Black Source. That's actually huge. That's actually huge. Because, like, the double island there, that's actually huge. I would say anyway. Yeah, I would say that's huge. Like, kind of end step, I'll Field of Ruin one of their lands here. I don't want to Spell Pierce that, but no, it's fine. They'll probably have one counter spell for me to fight over, and I kind of want to land this Ashiok. So let's not get too hasty here. The plan now is land the Ashiok, but the plan is also get a basic. And it's going to be basic swamp. It's not going to be basic island. So it's not like I can field into it. It's fine. Okay. This might be a little tricky, but I really am prioritizing getting my black mana. Which this might be the thing that turns the game. Like, do I now give them access to double Spell Pierce by doing this? Because they're tapped. Do I give them access to double Spell Pierce? Over beating Blood Moon. I'm going to make the call. You know what? I've been trying to think about getting black mana. I think I got to save my Ashiok. I think that's the plan here. I think saving Ashiok's the plan. Okay, yeah, let's go with it. I'm going to make the call. I'm going to make the call. I don't want to risk giving them like double counterspell here. So what I'll also do is just make sure I have triple blue by doing this. I know I'm losing a life, but I'll make sure I have triple blue. And I'll do it this way. No. I have the Spell Pierce, but I think they have to kind of go for it. I mean, at least they have to fetch. Like, they can't let the Ashiok resolve. Sure. They have to force me to have it. Okay, all right. Then in that case, I'm gonna do this. They have 4 types, so they could. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say they could Unholy Heat. Okay, I mean, next turn they go like, yeah, next turn they could go land Blood Moon. I don't have access to black anymore. Not the end of the world, but I'll at least like, I'll force them to use up to at least like Spell Pierce or something. They'll attack it, yeah. Oh, they'll attack me. Okay, all right. Don't care. They don't care. They don't care. Okay. I'll hit the second one. Let's hit the red sources. Get my black now. Okay. I think I'll fluster this. Let the Dragon's Ray Channeler surveil first. Fluster this. Yeah, because if they play Blood Moon, I can at least spell pierce it. Same targets. Should have Ashiok first. That was my mistake here. I forced me to use a spell, whereas if I Ashiok, I wouldn't really care. Get my swamp. Get my Ashiok activation. Get my snow-covered island. So I kind of have my basics covered. So I can at least cast my Drown in the Lochs. If they do start putting cards in their graveyard, I can at least do that. So DRC swings at Ashiok. Oh lord. Okay. That's where things get dicey. All right, this is where we draw bridge, protect it with it's where we draw bridge and maybe protect it with the spell pierce. Yep. That's brutal. That is not cute, but I will have to spell pierce. Yeah, that I will have to spell pierce. That I will have to spell pierce. That's not cute. Can't allow that to happen. Yeah, I cannot allow that to happen. Yeah, Ashiok would be detrimental, preventing me from like field ruining and doing a bunch of stuff. Bridge here. Keep attacking their mana. That's what I got. Take out my basics, thin out my deck. Thin them out, right? Thin them out of red sources, because their red sources are their non-basics. They don't play basic mountain. It's not a thing in Murktide. For all you people watching that, just keep that in mind. Basic mountain in a Murktide deck is not a thing. Historically speaking, at least, it's not a thing at all. You play Blood Moon if you're having any concerns with that, but kind of just play basic island because again, like, you're not scared of Blood Moon if you get Blood Moon that's in your favor. You just kind of play out a bunch of basic islands and just let everything else happen. I think I might just lose here, but we'll see. This is actually a mistake. I shouldn't. Okay, I'm not gonna play an island. That's a mistake. I can't play my lands now, but that's fine because I don't want to risk just putting 3 types into their yard, or getting 4 total types into their yard, or like 3 types. They play a spell, surveil, get a 4th type, whatever. I don't want to risk that. I don't want to risk that at all. My opponent's going to time here. They're gonna dash in a Ragvan. They'll attack. I'll take 3. I'll probably still get bolted here. They'll move to blocks. Couldn't find my Ensnaring Bridge. Do they have the Lightning Bolt? They spent so many turns last round just not having it, so I'd be surprised if they didn't here. Treasure token, yeah, bolt me. Cool. GG's. Show me up. 2 minutes left to spare. Unholy Heat. Oh, okay. Okay. Unholy Heat. Okay. All right. I'm cool with that. Give me an Ensnaring Bridge. Please give me an Ensnaring Bridge. Come on. Ensnaring Bridge, counterspell. Or don't have counterspell. Come on. All right. This is all I got. This is what I got. Do you have the counterspell? Do you have the counterspell? Do you have the counterspell? You have to. I'd be really surprised if they did not have the counterspell. Do you have the counterspell? You do have the counterspell. Okay. I can pay for that. I'm cool with that. I can pay for Spell Pierce. Do they have Spell Pierce Fluster? Spell Pierce Fluster works here too. Spell Pierce Fluster. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. They're trying to find the lightning bolt. They are desperately trying to find the lightning bolt right now. They are desperately trying to find the lightning bolt right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so this is gonna resolve, and now I'm just praying they don't have the bolt. Oh my god. I am praying they do not have the bolt. I have no way to gain life. I have no way to gain life. I have no way to gain life. Again, Ensnaring Bridge. Being a wall. They have 3 card types. That's crazy. Instant artifact land. Did you draw the bolt? Or the abrade? Or the... or the Otawara? Or the... There's so many answers here. There's so many answers here. Or the fairy. The fairy that bounces. No. Okay. Alright. Swing for 1. Please don't draw double land. Please don't draw another land. Ragavan. Okay. I like that. I like that. I like that. Okay, we can get empty-handed here. Potentially push this out of reach. I like that. Ooh, baby. I like that. We pass through. Lightning Bolt in the graveyard, but they could Snapcaster. They have 3 Snapcasters, so I could have just given it to them there. They could Snapcaster here. I've opened up more options. DRC. Okay, that's not a Snapcaster. No cards in hand. I'm at 2 life. I don't need a fetch. Like, if they... Let's say somehow they get me to draw a card. I want to keep Drown. Is there a way they can get me to draw a card? No. So dying... Like, is there a situation where I'd want to block 1 DRC? I don't think so. I don't think so. So get the Watery Grave tapped. Okay. Got rid of the Blood Moon. Not really anything crazy, but we did get these to 3. Actually, that's huge. That's huge. Okay, I completely forgot about that line too. We did get these to 3. So now I have a Drown. Now I have a Drown to potentially stop anything coming my way. Okay, they didn't draw anything. Okay, so if they draw Mishra's Bauble, so if they draw the artifact that exiles all cards, then I want to be able to kill one of these DRCs and block it. So I'll kill the DRC. Right? Kill the DRC, hold up the Drown, because if they play Relic, I drown it, they counterspell, 1 DRC lives, I can block it. Right? Counter this. Just have to hope they don't have counterspell. They have counterspell, GG's. There's only so much you can play around everything, right? If they have multiple answers, they have multiple answers. Okay, Flusterstorm doesn't really help them here. Okay. Oh, I got it. Oh, I got it, baby. Let's go. Ensnaring Bridge is the most clutch card in human existence. Oh my, wow. Wow. Our Murktide opponent, sweating. Let's go. Wow, let's go. Yo, let's open up the chest. Let's open up the chest, because why not? Let's go. Ooh, baby, let's go. Why not? Got some play points, got some fun stuff. Ooh. Player Ensnaring Bridge, folks. Player Ensnaring Bridge. Ooh, yeah.